Did you know that 3 men literally dove into radioactive water to save all of Europe from nuclear disaster? On April 26, 1986, Reactor 4 at Chernobyl exploded, sending deadly radiation across the continent. But the real horror was just beginning. The molten reactor core was burning through concrete floors, heading straight for underground water reserves. If it reached the water, a massive steam explosion would contaminate groundwater for millions of people. Soviet officials faced an impossible choice: send men on a suicide mission or watch Europe become uninhabitable. 3 plant engineers volunteered: Alexei Ananenko, Valery Bezpalov, and Boris Baranov. They had to dive into the flooded reactor basement and manually open drainage valves. In complete darkness, they swam through highly radioactive water, their bodies absorbing lethal doses of radiation with every second. Their hands fumbled for the valves as radiation tore through their cells. They found them. The valves opened. Europe was saved. All 3 men died within weeks from acute radiation poisoning. Their sacrifice prevented a disaster 10 times worse than the original explosion. Did you know that one man's mental breakdown caused the deadliest civil war in human history? In 1837, Hong Xiuquan was just another failed student in China, rejected from the civil service exams for the 4th time. Then he suffered a complete psychological collapse. When he recovered, he believed he was the younger brother of Jesus Christ, sent to overthrow the Qing dynasty. He called his movement the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom and began recruiting followers who believed in his divine mission. What started as religious delusion became systematic slaughter across southern China. Entire cities burned to the ground. Mass executions of Manchus became routine. During the siege of Nanjing, 100,000 people starved to death while cannibalism spread through the streets. The final battle saw Taiping forces commit mass suicide rather than surrender. Hong himself died by poison in 1864, and his remaining followers were hunted down and killed. Women, children, entire families slaughtered. The final death toll reached 20 to 30 million people. One man's religious delusion killed more than World War I. Did you know thousands of soldiers died from a mysterious plague that military doctors couldn't explain? In 1951, UN forces in Korea started falling ill with what seemed like seasonal flu. Then soldiers began bleeding from their eyes and dying within hours. What they didn't know was that North Korean Unit 940 had weaponized field mice infected with hantavirus. These specialists, trained by former Japanese biological warfare experts, released infected rodents near American positions. The virus spread rapidly through military camps, causing mass casualties no one could understand. Victims developed severe internal bleeding and kidney failure as the virus destroyed their blood vessels. Field hospitals became horror scenes, with soldiers hemorrhaging from every opening in their bodies. Blood poured from their mouths, noses, and eyes as organs shut down completely. Medical officers watched helplessly as healthy men died in agony within days. The military covered up this biological attack for decades, unable to admit they'd been defeated by infected mice. This outbreak established the first protocols for detecting biological weapons in warfare,